Cult Underground.
About to feel a fool about, so about I gotta get up. Man, the Gap Band is, I mean, what's the best thing on earth? No, the Gap Band gets a perfect Sue Storm rating.
Really?
Oh yeah,
10 out of 10 Sue Storms?
10 out of 10 Sue Storms for the Gap Band. What would you rate them after seeing them just now?
I'd probably give him 10 out of 10 Sue Storms.
There's nothing more.
I can't think of any flaw.
There's none. There's nothing more. If there is a flaw, no, it wouldn't even be a flaw because you know what? It's not gonna be because he's perfect.
Yeah.
That whole situation. I was gonna say like his dick's too big.
It's a big dick.
But I'm gonna say it's big enough. You know what I mean?
I bet he knows how to use it. Like a pogo stick.
Did you see
fucking helicopter dick?
Did you see him in a Speedo?
I did.
He knows what he's doing.
I was watching.
He knows what he's doing.
He probably helicopter dicks that.
Oh yeah. But enough about BJ. Or Gaz. It should have been Gaz.
The only one who doesn't actually listen to the show. We always talk about how great he is.
Because we're going to make the other two jealous.
That's exactly right. We want y'all to beat up Gaz for your next episode.
Wow. He's going to be really sad about that, bro.
Welcome to Nerd Cult Underground.
You gotta get up
early in the morning.
Notice how there was not a single train in Party Train. That would have been the easy choice for that video, but they're like, no, we're gonna have a video on the beach. Why? No fucking reason.
Because we're here.
We're gonna build a wrestling ring.
That was a boxing ring.
A boxing ring?
Yeah.
Okay. What? There's a difference?
Vague.
Oh.
Maybe not in those days.
Yeah.
Either way, there's a ring.
Yeah. There was a fighting ring.
Yeah.
So maybe boxing. It could have been boxing. There was a boxing ring on the beach for no reason, except for people to have dance-offs.
I like how they started off with the old couple, and I was like, oh shit, we can have an old people fight? And then like
good old people
but
fight.
Then they just started dancing.
Yeah, man.
And they started dancing hard too. Like they started off just kind of waltzing, but then they started fucking
Not today.
twerking and all sorts of shit. And
Twerking.
Yeah, in like the 70s.
70s twerking.
80s.
We always say that's the title of this episode and never remember.
I know, right?
You should have told that guy, like, if you like the episode title we landed on, listen to the episode to see the 15 that we couldn't remember.
I need to just have my notepad with me the whole time.
Gotta get up.
70s twerking.
70s twerking.
So I went to Jack in the Box earlier today.
Yep.
And the girl that was in the drive-thru was stoned off her ass. So like, I went up to the speaker, and she said, "What can I get you?" And I said, "I want the number 7, no mustard, curly fries, and a Oreo cookie shake."
Yeah.
She said, "Number 7, no mustard, curly fries, and a Coke." I said, "Oreo cookie shake." She goes, "Oh, Oreo shake?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Okay, come on around." First off, there is no around at this Jack in the Box. Like, the window's just right down from it. But it's general terminology for fast food, so that didn't really bother me at first. So I pull up to the window. She opens up the window, and she looks at me, and she says something. But she says it so quietly that I can't understand her. And I was like, "What's that?" And she's like, "Man." And I was like, I can't hear you. And I kind of leaned out more, and she's like, "What'd you get?" And I said, "A number 7 with curly fries."
Yeah.
And she goes, "Okay." And a Coke. I was like, she goes, "Oh yeah." She puts it in and walks away. And she comes back. She says, "You got a Coke, right?" And I was like, "An Oreo cookie shake." And she goes, "Oh." And of course she's whispering the whole time to her. I'm just talking for the audience. And then she goes, like, I paid for a Coke.
Yeah.
But she got me an Oreo cookie shake. And I mean, she was just gone.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, man, what the fuck's going to be wrong with my order? Nothing.
Not a thing.
Not a thing.
Wow.
It was good burger.
Wow.
Good fries. Good Oreo cookie shake.
She hit what I like to call, and Kevin Smith coined the phrase, she hit a pothole. Where she can do her job completely fine, super high, and will do an excellent job. But every now and then you're going to hit that pothole.
Yeah.
where you're like, you got a Coke, right?
Yeah.
Where your high comes through. But once you're back on course, once you're back on the party train,
yeah,
everything's
and I'm sitting there like, I'm not
flawless.
going to narc on this girl.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a fucking narc.
Not after.
No telling what the people behind me
6.
did, but like, yeah, she was a little off, and you know, I hope she was enjoying her high because I've worked at Jack in the Box before, and
Yeah.
I can only imagine it was better when high.
Nice. Jack in the Box. It's a San Diego original, I think.
Mm-hmm. They killed people out there.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. It's okay though.
They,
You know, they get they have.
that's why their burgers are burnt to shit.
They
But,
have it coming. You think their burgers are burnt?
yeah, they overcook them.
All right, I'll give you that. They do overcook them often.
But that's why.
You know who has the best burger?
Who?
Like if you're gonna go fast, if you're going we're gonna take Shake Shack and like In-N-Out and like the legit awesome, like the best ones off the table, and we're gonna go your standard fast food.
We're gonna geek out about fast food for a little bit here. Welcome to Nerd Cold Underground.
No, welcome to Nerd Cold Underground. I'm Field Mouse. No, that's a lie. I'm Jay.
You too.
You too? Where?
Me too.
Oh, I was like, I know what fucking happens when that fool comes to town. I'm gonna end up in. What is happening?
I don't know.
What is still happening right there? What kind of witchcraft did you just do?
Ghosts.
I believe that.
What were we talking about?
Oh yeah, the best burger.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't have this conversation because I'm gonna leave here and want to go fulfill the stream. Wendy's.
Wendy's has good burgers. Yes.
Wendy's has the consistently best hamburger that you can get in like super fast food.
Yeah. I like their Frosties too.
I don't venture. I don't have much of a sweet tooth.
That's fair. You know who has a really great chicken sandwich? My favorite chicken sandwich of the core fast food places?
Yeah.
Burger King.
Interesting.
Very interesting. It always weird because I never get a burger at Burger King. Once in a blue moon, since they introduced the Bacon King, I'll get that. But it's really expensive. So more often than not, I just get the original chicken sandwich.
I've never been a fan of Burger King. Their fries were good. I just remember back in like 97. Is that when Lost World came out?
Maybe.
I think so. I was way into Burger King to get Jurassic Park watches.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got the one that was a raptor eye. So when you moved your wrist around, it was like a holographic little raptor eye.
Would want one of those now.
It's fucking badass. I wonder if it still exists in the storage facility that is my grandmother's house. My grandmother's house is like frozen. The downstairs is like frozen in time.
Mm-hmm. You should go in there and make a bank.
Yeah.
I bet you got some stuff that's worth money in there.
Oh, I promise you, there's some stuff. My uncle Neil has some stuff down there that I'm sure is worth a pretty penny. He's got a Pinbot poster that I hope to steal.
Anyway, Burger King.
What? I was thinking that Pinbot poster. I was like, I can get that too.
Huh.
And it's not like from when does these, like, when do you give up an item where it's free to steal from like a friend or a family member? It's like, you haven't cared about this thing for this long. It's mine now.
Yeah. I don't know.
20 years, right?
I mean, probably less than that.
It's been about that. All right, so I feel really okay stealing that poster. Burger King, not my thing. Their fries were good though.
I don't like their drinks.
It's soda, man. It's all the same.
It's not though.
It's a different ratio of like water to soda in their machine.
I think so. And they have one of those machines where you like, it all comes from one spout and you push the button and you can put some flavoring in it. And I just don't like those in general. But for some reason, Burger King's is the worst, in my opinion. What's the weirdest thing that ever happened to you in some fast food places. I got some stories about fast food places.
I killed a guy.
Both
What?
working there and shopping there.
Let's go with yours. Yours is more interesting.
I'll tell you, my best experience, I have two best experiences. One was actually at Burger King, where I went into Burger King, and there was this like flamboyant gay dude there at the register, and I walked up and I said, "Can I get fries without salt on it?" And he said,
Bitch, no.
he said, "Honey, this is Burger King. You can have it your way."
Wow.
And I was like, awesome.
Whoa.
And the other one was, and that's how these limited, like, small little experiences I treasured. Like, one time me and Asher Cantrell.
Weird shit blog.
Huh?
Weird shit blog.
Weird shit blog Asher. Me and him went to Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And we ordered our food and each got a Pepsi. And we're sitting there and we got up to the drive-thru window and this like older black woman reaches out her hand and she goes, "Pepsi, Pepsi, everything is everything. And hands us the bag. And it was just so awesome and jovial. And like, so occasionally we'll say that to each other.
Everything is everything.
Pepsi, Pepsi, everything is everything.
Wow.
It was great. Great experience.
I want to be that happy all the time. That sounds great.
It's hard because I've worked a lot of fast food places.
Yeah.
I had a guy at Jack in the Box. This was me shopping. Same Jack in the Box, actually.
Really?
The manager tried to pick a fight with me.
Wow.
And me and Brittany went through the drive-thru, and I don't remember what we ordered. It didn't matter. And there's this dude that was working there, and I guess he was the manager, but he always wore a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
And he looked like one of those douchebags that came here from fucking, Nevada to be a country music star or some shit, but he's too busy working at a Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
And he just looked like one of those fucking slick assholes. Yeah. And but he comes up and he hands our food out, and I'm telling you, in one motion, I take the bag of food, I glance in the bag, and I hand it to Brittany.
Yeah.
Like that. I didn't stop and dig through it. I just glanced in the bag and handed it to Brittany, and he yells out the window, "It's all in there." And I said, "I'll be the judge of that." And I drove off. And when I drove in this Jack in the Box, you have to drive around it to get out.
Yeah.
And when I got around to the front door, he comes out the front door and he's like, "Sir, is there a problem?" And I'm like,
"Wow.
Are you serious right now?"
Not today, cowboy. And then drive away.
Yep. I said, "Are you looking for a problem? What the fuck?"
You should have, man. You should have challenged him to a duel.
Meet me at sunset.
Yeah, sundown. You gotta call it sundown.
Got meet me at sundown. Don't take me for a puss.
Don't take me for a puss.
So yeah,
that was a good video.
Yeah,
we watched a lot of dancey videos tonight.
We did. That's the best thing about that video is all the dancing. I think the song isn't much of a single. Yeah, and we're talking about "Don't Take Me for a Puss" by The Antwoord with G-Boy.
The Antwoord. What's that song where they're like, and Americans call it "Die Antwoord," and it sounds fucking stupid.
That's like the intro to one of their albums.
Yeah. Die Antwoord. It sounds fucking stupid.
I want to be him when I grow up.
I'd be terrified to hang out with Ninja.
Yeah.
Like, who? I really think...
I think Ninja wouldn't be that bad to hang out with because...
I think he's a really cool and mellow guy, but I think weird shit always happens around him. That's why I'd be scared.
Did you see the video where he was talking about hanging out with Kanye West?
No.
Dude. This video is fucking funny. He says Kanye West calls him and asks him to come over and hang out. So he's like, okay. So he goes over to hang out with Kanye. And like... I don't remember the timeline of everything, but I know at one point Kanye's like, "Let's go play some basketball next door." And so they go next door, and the guy that lives next door is some other rapper who apparently the Antwoord pissed off in a tour.
Yeah. And
he's like, "Oh shit, this guy might not have gotten over that, you know?"
Yeah.
But he said that they roll up and they come out and like it turns into like a serious basketball game. And like Ninja like tries like one shot, and then like Kanye's friends pull up, and Kanye's like, "You go sit over there," because he's not good at it.
Yeah.
And all of his friends come out, and they have like a serious basketball game. And then they go back to the house, and he said like Kim Kardashian like made them pancakes, Or no, not pancakes, banana pudding.
You know what? I was gonna say what could be better than pancakes. You found it.
Banana pudding.
Banana
Because he said he got there and Kanye's like, "You want some banana pudding?" Kim made some banana pudding. So they sit around and they eat banana pudding, and he said it's all quiet. He's sitting there and he finishes his, and he doesn't know what to do, so he just gets up and starts washing dishes. And I'll have to show you the whole interview because it's one of those really goofy stories.
Yeah.
Where just weird shit happens while he's hanging out with Kanye West.
I mean, I just think weird shit happens around Ninja, but he's so cool like that. Like he just rolls with it. But I feel like I'd be terrified.
Yeah. I mean, weird shit kind of just happens around Kanye West.
I mean, yeah,
because he's Kanye. Like that was the interview that Dave Chappelle did, where he talked about the first time he met Kanye West. Did you hear about that?
No.
He said that he was. He said that he was. This was an interview he did on one of the late night talk shows.
Yeah.
And he said that he he was hanging out with a bunch of the guys that had helped him, like, you know, with the first season of the Chappelle Show, and Kanye was there, and he never heard of Kanye.
Yeah.
But Jay-Z vouched for him. And so, like, they're all sitting around and they decide to watch some sketches that they hadn't aired yet. And so they're, like, you know, checking out some of the new sketches and laughing and having a good time. And he said Kanye's phone rings and he answers the phone and he's like, "What? No, I can't right now. I'm hanging out with Dave Chappelle watching some funny skits with the Chappelle Show because my life is dope and I do dope shit." And hangs up.
I mean... I was not a Kanye fan until that moment.
I know, and like,
wow.
I like his
dope shit.
I like his college dropout album, but
I always thought he was an asshole, but maybe he is.
He probably is. He's just weird. I mean, he's full of himself is the problem, and at that point, he was still full of himself. He was just new.
My life is dope and I do dope shit.
Yeah.
It was probably his mom.
I told you before. You borrow the Chevette, you bring it back with a full tank. Not Brittany Fox, you dumbass. I'm quoting something completely different, but
wow, what was that?
That was from a skit on Dr. Demento covered in punk.
Wow, Dr. Demento.
He put out a double disc punk CD where punk bands cover Dr. Demento songs and Dr. Demento bands cover punk songs. And there's a guy on there, I don't remember what his name is, but he covers Punk Rock Girl by the Dead Milkmen. And it starts off with a skit where, like, his phone rings and he's like, "Ziegler talking." "Look, I don't give a rat's ass, man. You borrow my Chevette, you bring it back with a full tank. Look, I got no time to talk. I'm trying to cut a record. I'm doing a song by Philadelphia's greatest ever band. No, not Brittany Fox, you dumbass. Look, Mom, I gotta go. See you at dinner. Bye."
Oh.
Funny stuff.
My life's
If you get a shot at...
I do dope shit.
That's right. If you ever get a shot at Dr. Demento covered in punk, listen to that shit. If for no other reason than to hear Brack sing Institutionalized.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you know what? Shout out Dr. Demento.
Mm-hmm.
It's been...
The original podcaster.
Kinda, huh? Wow.
And he's still doing it.
Dude, yeah.
He still has a show going. There's a local band called Nuclear Bubble Rap that I've done a couple of shows with.
Yeah, that's why that name sounds familiar.
And they have their music being played on the Dr. Demento show. And that's fucking cool.
That is really rad. That is really, really cool.
That album's got like Weird Al Yankovic doing "Beat on the Brat" by the Ramones.
Oh, that's really rad.
The Misfits are on it.
Hey, speaking of the Misfits, Doyle's coming. And do you know where he's playing?
Where?
The End.
Wow.
Right? Can he fit in that place? Like him, just physically, can he fit in there?
You're going to have trouble coming out of the green room. He's going to have to duck.
Yeah.
The green room's fucking tiny at the end, if those of you don't know. It's like a fucking closet.
The End is tiny.
It is.
Like, it's barely a stage.
But, I mean, Hank 3's played the End. Like,
yeah.
There's been a lot of big names play the End. The Dwarves have played the End.
But I feel like Hank 3 does better in like he'll like that doesn't shock me. I could imagine him there.
I haven't heard of any big shows happening at the end lately, so that's the first time in a while I've heard the end's name brought up.
And it's Doyle.
Yeah.
I want to go. I'm worried about subjecting Marissa to that because the music's fucking terrible. Like Doyle's music is dog shit.
Yeah.
But he's a misfit.
Yeah.
And I want to be close to him. You know?
Just wear your headphones. Like,
Yeah.
Sitting there listening to Johnny Cash or something.
Listen to the Misfits.
Yeah,
and
listen
go
to the
like,
Misfits while
I
you're
wish
like
you were
working
doing
out.
this, man.
That's funny.
Why do anything else?
He like holds out to the microphone for you to sing along, and you go vampire.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, but it's like his singer is just the style of music is
So Doyle's not even the singer,
God no.
but it's his name.
Yeah,
That's
because he's fucking Doyle from the Misfits.
that's fair.
You know,
It's still silly.
still silly. Nothing about it makes sense. But it's just such garbage music,
Be like if Metallica was called Lars.
right? I want to go. I want to go, but I don't want to go. But I want to go, just to be close to Doyle. But it's gonna be such a waste of a fucking anything. It's
Yeah.
gonna be terrible. It's gonna be packed. Like he's monstrous. I don't know, man.
He is.
But I found that fascinating that that's where he was playing. Like you couldn't just isn't it across the street from Exit In?
It is.
Like why couldn't you go there, dude? That would have made so much more sense.
Maybe they don't think he can draw,
Yeah, I mean,
and maybe he can't.
I don't think he can. I think like because when I would go to like Blitz Kid shows and stuff, it was a pretty small-ish crowd.
I've seen Green Jello play at the Exit In several times, and it's never full.
Yeah,
And I know because he gets everybody on stage.
that's funny. Yeah, there's just not a real scene like that here.
I mean, there is a punk scene.
There is, but it's not Doyle.
It's kind of gutter punk.
Yeah, gutter punk.
Music City Punks.
Gutter punk is. It was fun in high school, but I think I grew out of that. I respect it. I enjoy hearing it, but I can't imagine a scene built around it right now.
Yeah.
It's just so I don't know, dead endish. So Burger King, not into their burgers, man. Who has the best fries, do you think?
You know, Sonic has surprisingly good fries.
I have not had Sonic fries enough to make.
I typically get tater tots from Sonic,
That's what I'm more familiar with.
but once in a while, on a blue moon, I'm like, I don't really feel tater tots right now, and I'll
Yeah.
get some fries, and the fries are good.
And do you always get tater tots because you know that you can't get them anywhere else?
Exactly.
So you're like, I need to get them here because it's
Yeah.
the only place I can. Kind of like curly fries from Arby's.
Yeah,
I think curly fries from Arby's are like, that's it. That's top notch.
yeah. I got curly fries from Jack, and now they're overcooked too.
Yeah.
So like, it's mostly just eating a bunch of crisps. But you get the curly fries at Arby's, it's a lot of potato.
It's. Maybe I got those backwards. Maybe it is Jack in the Box curly fries I like. Because you're right, it is real potato-y. And if you do them right at Jack in the Box, the crisp isn't so bad.
Jack in the Box can be the best,
Yeah.
but it's not always. Like today, it wasn't.
Yeah. You know they have a munchie meal?
Yeah.
A munchie like and,
Oh yeah, they're
and like the items on it are straight up just like stoner concoctions.
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a brilliant thing to cater to.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I don't eat Jack in the Box much, but I have.
Yeah. I can't remember the last time I was there.
When I worked at Jack in the Box, one time this lady came in, and she said, "Excuse me." She was obviously drunk, probably homeless. She said, "Excuse me, I need a Band-Aid."
Probably a werewolf.
Maybe. She said, "Excuse me, I need a Band-Aid." And I looked down, and there are full bloody footprints.
Yeah.
Like footprints of blood coming out of the bathroom into the counter, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, I don't remember my manager's name, but I'll say Ricky or something. And I said, Ricky, we need a Band-Aid over here. And she goes, yeah, Ricky, we need a Band-Aid over here. And like, he comes on and he's like, "Oh my god!" And I said, "Dude, I can't clean this up." He was like, "I'm not gonna ask you to."
Wow.
And we were sitting there like, "How the fuck did she stub?" Like, for one thing, she came in barefoot and had to have stubbed her toe so hard that the blood was fully formed into footprints. Like, this was like the complete bottom of her foot was cut. Like, it was so fucking weird.
I just think of I want a good story, because I mean, to respond like, "Yeah, Ricky, I need a Band-Aid." It sounds like she's done this before.
I think so.
Like she was fighting vampires or something.
It's like, yeah, fucking give me a Band-Aid. I got to get back out there. Like,
Yeah.
like I've seen a meme out there of like where it says, you know, the ship, like the moon landing ship comes back and NASA's like, "Hey, you got back early." And they're like, "Moon's haunted." Like, what? Grabs a gun. "Moon's haunted," goes back into the ship. I like that little meme.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life. Moon's haunted.
I've had a lot of weird experiences at fast food places.
Just common knowledge.
Yeah.
Moon's haunted.
Moon's haunted.
Like, shit can be haunted. The fucking moon's haunted. Why did we not anticipate this? I don't know. It's always night up there.
Did I ever tell you, now that I'm on this tangent of weird shit that's happened in my fast food career,
Yeah.
I tell you about the homeless guy that came into Waffle House when I worked there.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Waffle House might have been my second job, but so I was real young. I was like 17.
Yeah.
But this homeless guy comes in, and I had a friend named Jason who was working behind the counter. Homeless guy walks up to Jason. He said, "Hey man, can I have a cup of water?" Jason said, "Sure, no problem." Goes, gets a cup, fills it up with water, puts a lid on it, hands it to the homeless guy. Homeless guy looks at the cup and says, "I didn't ask for no fucking lid," and he throws the cup of water at Jason. And then just goes outside and starts pacing up and down the sidewalk, screaming and cussing. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And Jason, like, Jason was one of those guys that, like, he looked like a Backstreet Boy, but he was cool and nerdy and would, like, play D&D with us.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And, so he was just, like, just looking at his shirt and looking at the homeless guy. Like, he didn't know what to do about that.
Where do you go? Because you know it's an awesome move.
Yeah, it's like, well, I suppose he didn't ask for a lid.
Yeah. He's not wrong.
Yeah.
He's not wrong. Yeah, that's just one of those scenarios where you're like, I want to fight. I want to be mad, but like, damn. That was a...
I did not expect that to happen.
The story I have now. Thank you.
Yeah, that's we've told that story for years since.
Yeah. Since Jason's died.
Since Jason. I haven't talked to him in a long time. I don't remember his last name, or I'd look him
He
up.
died.
No, maybe he did.
Get a Ouija board. Do you have a Ouija board?
No.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
Need to get one though. I had one, didn't work, so I threw it away.
Well,
probably was a defective one.
I'll say this: I believe in ghosts
for sure,
but it's hard for me to 100% commit to the idea that something made by Milton Bradley,
right,
can communicate with the.
That's what I'm saying.
Afterlife.
Like, I know spirits are out there, and the fact that the Ouija board did nothing is like, it's broken.
The one time I used the Ouija board, my roommate moved it.
Did you slap him?
No.
You should have.
No, at the time I believed him.
They'd never make that mistake twice.
I found out later. I have a problem with trusting people.
Hey, it's not a problem, man. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
If there's anything Stone Cold Steve Austin taught me, DTA.
DTA. Don't trust anyone.
That's right.
There are a few people. There are a few people in your life that you can't trust. Like people you collect along the way. You just discard the rest and you keep those 5 people. Like Ryan Horn, don't trust that motherfucker. Not even a little.
He'll stab you in the back for a Pez
He'll
dispenser.
stab me in the front.
For a Pez dispenser.
Just for fun. Marissa, trust her implicitly.
Have I ever met her?
No. Not yet.
I remember going to your house and there being a girl there.
That was Tori.
No, it was someone else this
No,
time.
it was definitely Tori.
It was someone else this time. I mean, it might have been Tori.
It was Tori.
But at least I'm not asking you who's Tori this time.
But anyway, Payne, don't trust him.
I don't.
Arabella, on the fence. Elvis.
I have to get on Arabella's never met me, but if I could join her gang, be smooth sailing.
Good luck, bro.
I know. I hear the initiation is a bitch.
It is. It is.
Elvis, the initiation is just
You can't trust that kid.
a fidget spinner.
You fucking cannot trust that guy.
Yeah, and there's no guaranteeing that you're going to get him the right one.
I don't even.
That shit's funny.
That guy. Man.
He suckered you into that fucking fidget.
I know he did.
That smooth fucking operator.
And that was the day he lost all respect for me.
He's sitting at his house right now listening to the Gap Band.
I wish.
Staring at his fidget spinner.
God, man, the Gap Band.
And laughing.
I love them so much.
I bet they do cocaine.
I think they make cocaine out of his toenails or something.
That's what I mean. Besides his huge dick,
Yeah.
there's just cocaine in his pants, and they just take it out, and that's what they snort. In
It's just
California.
running through his veins, man.
That's why California has the best cocaine.
Is that true? Is that a scientific?
I don't know. I don't have. That's a
I don't
drug
know
I've
anything
never
about
wanted
California.
to try. Yeah. I don't know anything about California or cocaine.
That's not true. That's not true. Cocaine.
I know that
I heard that some people are too fat for cocaine.
Eric Clapton sang a song about cocaine.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, what is it called?
Cocaine.
Um,
It's called "Please Don't Take Me for a Puss."
Johnny Cash really gave the best deterrent for doing cocaine, because it's just like, I could try it, but I might become a murderer.
Yeah.
You know, it's like apparently when you do cocaine, sometimes you want to murder, and Johnny Cash tells a whole story about that.
Uh-huh.
And then he goes home and he goes to bed and he loves that 1144 beneath his head. Damn.
Elvis Costello used to do a lot of cocaine.
Did he really? I know nothing about Elvis Costello except he did a song with Elmo.
With who?
Elmo
Oh, yeah, probably.
from the
He's done a lot of songs with a lot of people.
Yeah.
I know there's a story which hasn't come up in this Me Too movement world, but there is a story of Elvis being drunk and telling somebody apparently he told somebody something like, he called Ray Charles the N-word and said the only thing he's good for is like frying his fish or something like that. And what happened, and this is Elvis Costello's side of the story.
Yeah.
And this is a drunk man coming up with this idea. The guy he was talking to was apparently somebody he did not want to continue a conversation with.
Yeah.
So he figured the best way to get this guy to leave him alone is to say something outlandish and fucking offensive. So he called Ray Charles the N-word.
Yeah.
And then it got blasted all over the newspapers and stuff. When they talked to Ray Charles simply said, "Drunk speak shouldn't be printed."
Because they're probably friends.
No, they're not.
No?
No, because later Elvis got to meet Ray Charles, but Ray Charles is blind, but Ray just avoided him.
Really?
Like kind of gave him the cold shoulder. Wow. So it's like there's no beef.
Yeah.
But at least at that time, especially, it was just like, well, you fucked up. Now you don't get to party with Ray Charles because you made a mistake.
Yep.
And, he's owned up to it, that it wasn't the right thing to do. Wow. And he did an album with the Roots, so he's not racist.
Anymore. I don't know, man. That's fucking crazy. I like Ray Charles.
I like Ray Charles. I like Elvis Costello.
That was such a good movie, Ray.
Yeah.
That was such a good movie.
Yes, it was.
A lot of people forget about it.
There have been a lot of good biopics.
I was just thinking of how good Straight Outta Compton was.
Straight Outta Compton was good.
And I have that on Blu-ray.
Ray was good.
I haven't opened it.
Walking the Line was good.
Yeah.
I have not seen Bohemian Rhapsody yet, but I've heard it's good. The Elton John movie looks good.
The Elton John one, I'm not convinced. I'm not sold yet. I think it's too soon. You know, and you could argue the same about Straight Outta Compton, but Eazy-E's dead, so like, this was kind of a biopic for him, really.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I just feel like your biopic has to happen after you die,
I'll also say
because then your story's done.
The best decisions they made in Straight Outta Compton was getting some of their kids to play them.
Yeah,
because Ice Cube's kid looks just like him.
Exactly like him. Little Easy doesn't look a ton like his dad, but he could pass it off.
Yeah,
I like Little Easy. He went on tour. Bone Thugs came to San Diego. That was a good show. House of Blues.
That sounds like a cool show. Bone Thugs with the House of Blues.
Yeah, Bone Thugs, House of Blues with Little Easy opening up.
Nice.
I think he opened up, if I remember correctly. No, I think it was the other way around.
I want to see Run the Jewels in concert. I want to see Run the Jewels and the Antwoord in concert together.
Together, right? That would be the best concert ever.
It'd be so many white people at that concert.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about Run the Jewels and the Antwoord that white people like, but
the white rapper.
I think so. Well, yeah, maybe.
You know,
it makes them feel like they can say the N-word, I guess.
But neither of them do. I
Well,
can't.
no.
Actually, I don't know if Ninja has. He probably has.
I don't know about Ninja, but Run the Jewels does.
Well, yeah, but that's
Not LP.
Yeah, that's
but-
Killer Mike.
Yeah,
saying
Killer
that,
Mike
so that's
does.
different, yeah. But I was thinking about LP when we were talking about the white rapper guy.
Yeah.
Run the Jewels, man. I still haven't watched that show with Killer Mike that you were telling me about.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I gotta watch that. And there's a documentary that I hear is kind of like about Robert Johnson selling his soul to the devil.
I never heard about that.
You never heard about Robert Johnson? That's how he learned how to play guitar so well, is that he sold his soul to the devil.
Like the blues? Is he a blues player?
Yeah.
He ought to be.
That was the
legend.
He wasn't good at guitar. Like, just was not good. Disappeared, came back doing things with the guitar that people couldn't even imagine at the time. And the story was he went to the crossroads.
Because it's the pick of destiny, child.
Exactly. Yeah. It's that whole thing. But I mean, shit. I don't know.
That sounds pretty cool. There's a good series called The Defiant Ones. It's like a 3-part
Yeah, I know what you're
series
talking about,
about
yeah.
Dr. Dre and God damn it, I can't remember his name. I don't know. It's worth watching though.
Yeah. Bob Ross.
Tell you what I found out. Brittany told me about this. Apparently, Run the Jewels is working on RTJ4
Ooh, that's cool.
with Rick Rubin producing.
Whoa, that's gonna
Which
be
means
sick.
Rick Rubin's just hanging out at their house while they do all the work. Because Rick Rubin ain't shit.
Whoa.
I'll say it.
Shots fired, man. Why is he not shit?
Well, because he doesn't do anything.
Isn't that like what producers do? Nothing.
The big ones, I think. I don't know. I know, like, I'm not going to name names because I don't want it to get back to them. But I worked with a guy once who was an assistant to Rick Rubin for a big album. And basically, he sat with the band and recorded the album with them. And occasionally, the guitarist would take the demos to Rick Rubin, and Rick Rubin would say whether or not he liked them, and they'd bring them back. And that's all Rick Rubin did.
Wow. That's crazy. That's fucking really crazy.
Yeah.
I guess it's just to have his name on an album for when he was good at what he did. Like Dr. Dre, I don't think he's making beats anymore and stuff, but if you put produced by Dr. Dre on there, like...
I mean, I just don't have any
Maybe he
respect
is.
for Rick
Maybe
Rubin.
Well,
He was always just like this rich kid who wanted to look punk.
he's had nothing but nice things to say about you.
Well, he could put it in a check.
Oh, you hear that, Rick?
Toss me some of that money.
Toss him some money, and he'll do weird things for it.
It's true.
Yeah, we all will. We all have a price. What was I gonna say? I forget. Fuck. It was gonna be good too.
I don't know. You know who else isn't shit?
Who?
Elvis Presley.
You're a fucking what? You take that back, sir.
I was thinking about it while driving home today.
I mean, no, he's not a musician of any kind of note or.
He's a performer, but he also like stole a lot of stuff from the blacks.
Yeah, I mean, and.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know if he stole it, but he stole it as much as like Eminem has. You know what I mean? Like, it's just he was the first of every. But okay, so at the time, every song that like a black entertainer would write and make and record, there'd be a white entertainer doing it.
Yeah.
Too, and like what's his name? Something Snow, right? I forget his name. Not Jon Snow. Unrelated.
That was the first name to pop in my head.
Right? Maybe it wasn't Snow. But it was something like there would always be that weird situation going on. And then Elvis came along and was like, look, if we're going to steal their music anyway, let's do it the same. Like, let's pay it the honor it should. Let's not like water it down and change it completely for like let's just jump in and do the style with him. I think it was a pioneer move.
While we're talking about race, I'm going to go ahead and quote George Carlin.
Yeah.
And say, white guys, you're never going to be cool as black guys.
It's true, you're not.
You're white.
Yep.
And you're lame.
Yeah. I mean, it's
That's a direct George Carlin quote. Take it to the bank.
It is very true.
May he rest in peace.
But I think Elvis, yeah. Of course he ripped it off, but I mean, you know, who doesn't rip off anything? Everyone rips off something. He was just good at it.
Are you implying that BJ is ripping off Comic Crypt?
We know BJ ripped off Comic Crypt. BJ knows he ripped off Comic Crypt. The only fucking delusional asshole out there is Thunderbolt. He hasn't acknowledged it yet.
It's true.
Not that I've heard, at least.
We love you guys. Oh, God.
We should do another crossover with those fools.
We should.
That was fun when we did that last time. Hey, let's do a crossover, guys. Ooh, which one do we want to crossover with, though?
Well, that's the problem now. There's like multiple ones.
We
need to do a triple threat match. Get the gang back together.
What? Who?
Huh?
Who?
Get the Talk Nerdy and Chris's Comics and put them back together.
That's right. Let's do that. Let's do that.
And then we come in and we mediate it.
Yeah.
And y'all can air each other's grievances about each other and make friends and kiss, and then we'll start talking shit about you.
I think they are still like besties.
I know.
But
that's not a good show.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We can't be on it because we've surpassed only talking about comic books. Like, they've regressed. They had it made with Talk Nerdy. With Talk Nerdy, to me, they had nothing but freedom to cover like this, like what we're doing. Any kind of just geeky shit that pops into your head without any chains to hold you down to one sort of topic.
It is fucking hot in this room.
No, you're just... I don't know.
I'm just looking for an excuse to take my shirt off. Anyway,
Go for it,
you were
bro.
saying.
Just go for it. Hey, do people know that you have one of those like Yakuza like kimono tattoos?
No, I tend to keep that a secret.
My bad.
In case they come for me.
Yeah, my bad, man. My bad. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, but he does. Field Mouse totally has that. I don't know.
Have the fucking Yakuza knocking on my door one day, ripping my shirt off.
What if that happened? Would you call me?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Be like, hey, you owe me a new shirt.
All right.
And it better not be one of the Skeleton Crew shirts I want.
God damn it.
This is the shirt they ripped off of me.
Yeah. Why are the Yakuza taking your shirt again?
To see if I have a tattoo.
Oh, and then they don't give you the shirt back?
Well, they got to rip it off of me.
Oh, that's true.
Like, they're going to rip it.
They don't replace it?
No.
Yakuzas, they're dicks.
Probably.
Like, yeah. We shouldn't say things like that. Maybe. I think... I want to believe aliens exist, man. I do. Sorry.
I don't see why they wouldn't.
I don't either. But Apparently, there's like higher sightings of unidentified aerial phenomenon happening as of late.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since Tom DeLonge started Into the Stars.
They all just wanted to see
You know about
Avengers Endgame.
You know about Into the Stars?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tom DeLonge has like a whole alien research company.
Dang.
That's also a production company. It's fucking
I haven't delved that deep into it
fascinating.
because it's kind of scary to me.
Yeah.
And I'd rather just focus on ghosts.
Look, I got enough fucking problems.
Yeah.
Shit's haunted, man.
Moon's haunted.
Why are we looking up? We need to be looking here.
Went to the moon and it was haunted. Moon's haunted.
Moon's haunted. How did ghosts get to the moon? That's what I want to know. Do you think as a ghost you could just propel yourself into space? Because why would gravity work on a spirit?
Well, see, that's one of those things that I've always wondered. Like, if the Earth is rotating around the sun,
yeah,
and rotating on its axis as it's rotating around
supposedly,
the sun. Yeah. And
believe in a flat Earth.
like, its
Wakefield.
axis probably isn't constantly in the same place. I don't know, but either way, the point that I'm trying to make is, can ghosts just like fall off the Earth?
I mean,
Are they bound by gravity?
I can't imagine because there's no mass to them.
Yeah.
Mass is, a big factor in what gravity is like. That's how it functions. It holds down the mass. If there's no mass,
That
it's
would
gonna
suck.
float like gas.
If you're a ghost and you're trying to haunt somebody and then you started floating away and you're like,
Oh my god!
I'll come back for your soul.
That's why they're stuck. That's why they're in houses.
Yeah.
And they float around houses because they're just trying not to float off the planet.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah, that makes total sense. Science.
Science, that's it.
I just want to make a formal announcement that Chris Wakefield is a flat earther.
Is that true?
Yes.
You're bullshitting.
No, it's real.
Like, I'm gonna message him and ask him.
You should, dude. He might deny it, but he's full of shit. He's a flat earther.
What? Where are you getting this information from?
I know a guy.
You know? Are you making this up?
No, I'm not making this up. What?
I can't.
He is. Ask him.
I'm gonna ask him.
If he denies it, he's a fucking liar.
See, now, but that's just even worse.
No, dude. Chris Wakefield of Chris's Comics is a flat earther.
I'm asking him to.
Yeah. He's gonna try to play it off, that son of a bitch.
He's either gonna say he's not, or he's gonna hit me with a bunch of bullshit links that I'm not gonna follow.
Watch yourself. Watch yourself. Yeah, ask BJ can attest. I'm sure he knows.
So tell me more about this.
About him, I don't know, dude. Like, he's just a flat
'Cause
earther.
I'm fairly confident you're making this up.
No. I don't know. He did that stupid thing where he takes water in a plate. No, he takes water in a bowl first.
Yeah.
Not a bowl, but a ball. He pours the water over the ball, and you see the water fall off the ball.
Yeah.
And he takes a plate, pours water in the plate, and the water stays. That's how the ocean stays. Like, his argument's fucking stupid.
He did not do that. Did he really?
I mean, look at the guy. Is it hard to believe?
It is.
Is it really, though? Like, is it, though?
I've never met a flat earther before.
Well, you have. He just hasn't been vocal about it to you. Like, look at him. Look at his face and just think.
I feel like you're fucking with me.
Just look at his face and think, yeah, this guy could believe in a flat earth. He's a nice guy, but the real threat is him passing that misinformation down to his kid.
That he stole.
Yeah. that was born 9. 'Cause every kid is 9.
Every kid is 9.
It's fucked up, yeah. Right, BJ, and be like, hey, is Wakefield a flat earther? And he'll be like, oh my god, yeah. Like, I don't know, I didn't have the accent. I was going to Wisconsin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Sure is, chap. That's what he's gonna say.
It sure is.
Pop, pip, pip, and tallywhacker. You ever look at their Instagram and go like, wow, you live in a fucking weird world.
No, but I saw like
Everything's different over there.
that
But then they'll say things that like I can relate to, and it's like, wow, you're not so different.
that YouTuber with Tourette's, Anita.
Yeah.
She came to New York. It was her first time in the States, and because she's from England.
Yeah.
And I watched her video of her just talking about wandering around New York, and she's fairly convinced that the entire United States is New York, because she's like, everybody's so angry around here. They keep honking their horns, and which is what they do in New York.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'm like, that's not everywhere in the U.S. though.
No,
But
some places, don't have overpopulation problems. Flat Earth Wakefield.
is he a Sandy Truther?
No.
Sandy Hook Truther?
No, I don't think he
That's
knows what that is.
That's good, because those people are trash.
Yeah. Okay, but I'm going to say this. Alex Jones, listen to that guy? Come on. He's fucking crazy.
Who's Alex Jones?
You know who Alex Jones is?
No.
Oh, look him up. He is like one of the most hated people on the planet, but he's hilarious. He's not like, I don't know, man. He's fucking crazy. People have like accused him of being alt-right and shit, but he's too crazy for that. Like, he's all about conspiracy theories, and like he got in trouble for saying that he believed that Sandy Hook wasn't real or something like that, and it got kicked off the internet. He went on Joe Rogan and said that wasn't like what the case was. Like, it was taken a really fucking opposite direction, or I don't know what the fucking problem is, but he has like stories of he gets like crazy passionate and in depth into ideas of like animal human hybrids, and like how the Russians were trying to make animal human hybrids, and we tried the same thing here in the US, and politicians know about it, and all these crazy fucking things. It's just like, wow. I love everything you're putting into the world right now. Human animal hybrids.
Like Rain Sinclair.
Yeah. Fucking rad. And actually, gorilla people are probably one of the ones they try to do. Didn't they get like an orangutan? They tried to impregnate an orangutan or something with a human embryo.
Orangutan.
What?
Really?
What just happened?
Oh, sorry. I had a Kevin Hart moment there.
Kevin Hart's really nice. I don't know personally, but
He's really funny.
I listened to him on a podcast, and he's just seems like a really Dave Chappelle-like individual.
Kevin Hart's a funny individual.
Yeah. What, Bit? Hey, Bit, did you hear? Chris Wakefield's a flat earther.
Bit, do you think the earth is flat or round?
What was that? What did he say? I don't speak cat.
He said, oh.
You a puss.
Please don't take it for a puss.
You a puss, Bit.
Just trying to think of the next thing to talk about.
Don't force it. Have a little more of that. It'll be okay.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, gosh, what?
I'm just running out.
Why? Because you're getting tired?
I am tired. I didn't get much sleep last night.
Why?
I don't know. I went to bed late and woke up early.
What are you doing waking up early? It's your day off.
I had to be at work at 9.
Oh, really?
I just only had to be there for an hour.
Oh, yeah, it's a new comic day.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Normally I work from 9 to noon, but I had to work late the Tuesday before because the truck came late, and so I ended up only working for an hour this morning. Now my only full days off are Friday and Saturday, so stalk, if you will.
Interesting.
I've been rewatching Preacher.
Yeah, was it good enough for a rewatch? I've started Daredevil and stuff from the very beginning.
Nice.
Yeah, because
I've rewatched that a few times.
Yeah.
But Preacher, I haven't seen the 3rd season, and so I bought the 3 seasons on Blu-ray, and I was like, I'm gonna just start from the beginning, and I'm just at the beginning of season 2, and then Brittany and I will watch season 3 and prepare ourselves for season 4.
Nice.
And then Nosferatu starts next week, and I'm really looking forward to that, based off of the Joe Hill book.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, Marissa hasn't seen
TV.
any of the Netflix Marvel stuff.
Does she take me for a puss?
Yes.
That's rude.
She told me that.
What the fuck? How come none of your girlfriends like me? How come none of my
It's
girlfriends
you-
like me?
It's you and Ryan Horn, man. Like,
Look,
I don't know why Ryan Horn doesn't like you. It's
I
probably
don't
because
know.
he's a flat earther too.
maybe.
Yeah, Ryan Horn's a flat earther. He, I think.
You are bullshitting me.
Why do you think that?
Why are you calling everybody flat earthers?
What a weird thing just to make up, right?
Is Marissa a flat earther?
No, I would never date a flat earther.
Was Tiffany a flat earther?
Bane's mom, yeah, yeah, she was.
I would believe that.
No, she just not. There's just some. How do I put this? There are some people in the world who make sense as individuals existing, and there are some people who don't, and they're flat earthers. Ryan Horn and Christopher Wakefield. Find them on Instagram. Rai80. Send him a bunch of fucking memes that tell him flat Earth isn't real, and you're dumb for believing it.
And
then
at Chris J. Wakefield.
Chris J. Wakefield. At Chris J. Wakefield. Send him all. Just tell him he's a dummy for believing in flat Earth. I can't believe he believes in that.
I don't necessarily believe it either.
Why? Look at his face. Pull up a picture of him and just look at him. Look in his eyes.
Just look at his face and think flat earther.
Yeah. And it makes sense, right?
He's a vegetarian, podcaster,
Yep.
comic books, Disney, Star Wars, and horror.
Uh-huh. Flat earther.
He's got a broken flat screen TV on his
Flat.
He's looking for signs. I keep forgetting that he's a vegetarian.
Right? That explains a lot, right? Flat earther. It's okay. You believe it enough to want to, like you. It's feasible. That should be enough.
I just don't know.
Because there's people in this world that you would hear are a flat earther, and you'd be like, "No, that's fucking stupid and ridiculous." This you're considering. So the fact alone that you're considering it means it's not that far fetched.
No. Well, I mean, I don't know him that well. I don't think he's a flat earther. I hope he's not a flat earther.
He's a flat earther.
Did you know?
Nope.
Endgame is now second highest grossing movie in domestic as well as worldwide.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, they're gonna crush it.
They're
It's only been,
like
what, 4 weeks.
They're like 26 to Avatar's 27 on worldwide, so they're not far from beating them.
Yeah.
They already beat Avatar in domestic, but they still have to. The Force Awakens is a huge fucking tower to climb.
Yeah.
Avatar has 760, Endgame has 777, and Force Awakens has 936. So that's a humongous tower to climb.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I don't know how the fuck they managed to get $936 million.
Speaking of Star Wars, the new Star Wars Beyond the Rise of Skywalker, like the next 3 that Disney has announced is happening.
Mm-hmm.
It's written by the Game of Thrones writers.
Yeah.
And after how fucking miserable that last season of Game of Thrones was, this better be the greatest Star Wars ever. Because Marissa said she read something where they said that this season was so rushed. It was because they've been focusing on writing Star Wars.
Yeah, I'd heard that.
And it's just like, this better be the greatest, like for shitting Game of Thrones, like really crashing and making it burn.
Get it?
They better fucking come correct.
You know what I find interesting that's coming out soon? Or that they're about to release a trailer for anyway? The next Terminator movie.
Is Arnold in this one too?
Probably. I know they at least have what's her name that played Sarah Connor in the first two.
Okay.
And they're doing the thing where they're ignoring 3 through whatever. This is a
Backwards?
direct sequel to 2.
What's a direct sequel to 2?
Yeah.
Oh, that does sound badass.
Which I feel like is kind of riding the wave of Halloween.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's still good. Like
Yeah,
I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still stoked for it.
Yeah. And 2 was the one where we got the thumbs up down into the molten.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
So, wow, where do you go directly from there? Is it going to be like a time hop?
No, I don't. Well, I don't think so. It's called, like, I know the posters said something like, what happens after Armageddon,
Oh, interesting.
and it's called Dark Fate.
Dark Fate. Huh. Okay. They're doing the last Rambo movie too.
I've never seen a Rambo movie.
You're not missing anything. Unless you like a lot of shooty and fighty and buff shirtless men. Which, I mean, all great things.
Yeah.
But only on Easter Sunday.
I don't know.
It's called Last Blood. Because the first one was called First Blood.
Are you being serious?
Yes.
Wow.
You see, you doubt things like that, so of course you're not fucking Chris Wakefield's a flat earther.
I told you, I've been lied to a lot lately, so.
I'm not, though. He might. But that's what I'm saying. Don't keep him in that trust circle. Because he's lying about believing in a flat earth. Can't trust a man who doesn't... A, who believes in a flat earth. And then B, who denies the fact that he believes in the flat earth. Go listen, Chris's Comics. He says like some weird cryptic shit on there too. And I think JB is in the Illuminati.
Well, what about Gaz then?
Gaz is immaculate.
Do you think Gaz is the British version of the Gap Boys?
The Gap Band.
Hmm?
And I bet you...
The Gap Band. Yeah.
And I bet you Gaz listens to the Gap Band.
He's the Gaz Band.
The Gas Band. Oh my God. Just imagine Gaz decked out in a leather, like a metallic, shiny leather cowboy jumpsuit.
Mm-hmm.
Synchronized dancing with 2 more Gazes.
With like a glittery trench coat.
Yeah.
With all the frills on it.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the Village people were not able to pull it off.
Bullshit.
Like the Gap
Village people
Band.
Village people can suck it. Probably did. But I'm okay with that. The Gap Band is just too legit to quit.
Yay, hey!
Whoa, that was a weird trigger.
Sorry.
Um,
I do wonder sometimes, do I have like a form of Tourette's where I just quote shit?
Yes, you do.
Seems like it.
I could see that. There's worse. There's worse.
It's like that time when I was working at Office Max.
Okay. What happened there?
So this woman comes in and she gets a big old bottle of Smart Water, which
From Office Max.
from Office Max, which we had for like $5.99.
Okay.
We also have bundles of 6 small bottles of water for like $4.99.
Yeah.
So she comes up, she puts down the big bottle of Smart Water. I said, hey, we got these bundles of 6 packs over here for like $4.99. And she goes, yeah, but this one has electrolytes. I said, yeah, that's what plants crave. She goes, what? I said, nothing.
Nothing.
Sometimes my mouth just goes and I
have the same.
don't realize what I said till afterwards, and I'm like, oh, that was nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you audibly gone, oops, after saying something like that?
I've said something like that, and then just in my and just been like, shit.
Yeah, I haven't
I shouldn't have said that. Like as soon as I said it.
Yeah, I've been accused of suffering from like consistent word vomit. Like it just comes out. It's like, oh, that's what that sounds like out loud.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, I rarely feel that way. Although I'm told, I got super annoyed with someone a while ago, and it's not you, by the way. Marissa had to proofread my text messages to make sure I wasn't like being overly insulting, but in like a backhanded way.
Was it Tiffany?
No.
Ryan Horn.
Nah, I'd be proud of that. Fucking flat Earth fuck.
Keep checking my phone to see if Thunderbolt's gonna message. I don't even know what time it is over there.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
If the Earth was flat, we would all have the same time.
Tell Thunderbolt that.
The fact that it's 9 o'clock here and not 9 o'clock there, to me says it's. Well, then again,
You don't know that.
I mean, I don't. Now that I think about it, that's not proof of. And I'm just gonna fucking feed his fire, because time is made up.
Oh my God! Look what you're doing.
I do not believe in time.
I think that's one of his fucking arguments too.
That time is made up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is, but that doesn't mean shit. Like the Earth is still round.
I mean, yeah.
They've got pictures.
CGI.
Photoshop. I do think we faked the moon landing.
Really?
Yeah.
Neil deGrasse Tyson is firmly believes. How do we know it's haunted then? Huh?
The Russians.
Oh, that's right. They do everything too. Neil deGrasse Tyson's adamant about the moon land not being faked.
And it might have been real.
Yeah.
I just saw a thing where someone pointed out that the Russians launched the first satellite.
Yeah.
The Russians put the first person in space. They put the first woman in space. They put the first dog in space. They landed the first thing on the moon. Mm-hmm. But we had the first person on the moon.
Yeah.
So we had this one milestone while Russia had all these other accolades. And then we're we're the best.
Yeah, we win, bitch. I believe that we have been to the moon. If that footage, that original footage, maybe that's not real. Maybe they lost the footage or something like that. It just didn't come out right. But they still needed to show something, so they staged the description of what the guys who actually went there said it was like. See, I would believe that more so than, it just didn't. We didn't go because we know it's haunted.
How come we haven't been since?
That's a good question.
You know what my theory is why we haven't been to the moon since? Because there isn't shit up there.
Yeah.
We got a rock.
Yeah. You know how it looks from down here? Looks the same fucking way up there.
Same fucking way. There's nothing up there.
Not a damn thing. It's a rock in space. That's it.
It's literally a meteor got caught in our gravitational pull and just has been spinning ever since.
Just there, okay? We're not going with. That's a lot of money for nothing.
For a rock.
Yeah. That makes sense. Where was I going to go? Because I had something in mind and I lost it. Mother of Jeebus.
Mother bitch.
Whoa, bro. What were we talking about? Moon landing, not real. Neil deGrasse Tyson, Bill Nye, got it. We should go to the Ark Experience in Kentucky.
Why?
Why not?
Because
why not? Are you fucking kidding me? They have dinosaurs, dude, on a boat.
There's already that dinosaur park in Kentucky.
Is a dinosaur park in Kentucky?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, add that to
Which
the list.
I've been told sucks.
Well, it's Kentucky.
Yeah. And that's not far from here.
No.
And
but Nashville's better.
But what we really, if you want to see some dinosaurs, wait until
we perfect cloning technology.
The Cumberland Science Museum does their dinosaur exhibit.
Wait, that's a thing too?
Yeah. Of course, now they're called, Adventure Zone?
I have no idea.
It's like a kids' science museum.
Oh, that's cool.
And I can't remember what they call it now. When I was young, it was the Cumberland Science Museum.
Yeah.
Now it's something else, like Adventure Zone or some shit. They have, way late play dates for, adults to come and drink booze and fucking play with science stuff. But, I mean, you really should take Bane there when he gets older.
Oh, well.
Because there's a lot of cool stuff. And sometimes, I don't know what, every once in a while they change the big exhibit. Mm-hmm. And, at least once a year it's dinosaurs, and it's really cool. They have, little animatronic dinosaurs.
I wonder if Marissa's been there.
Probably. Ask her about the Adventure Science Center, I think it might be what it's called.
Yeah. It sounds like so that she would take,
I seriously doubt she's from Nashville.
Who, Marissa? She grew up in, Laverne, I think.
Really?
Or Smyrna or something.
How old is she?
30. Yeah.
Well, okay. I forgot how old I was.
You're a solid.
So I was going to say we might have gone to school together, and I was like, no, wait, I am still like 7 years older than her.
But those years you were held back.
One.
It
It was kindergarten.
Were you really?
They
Kindergarten was hard, man.
They put me in pre-K.
Ooh. I have no idea what that means.
It's like when you get out of preschool, but you're not quite ready for kindergarten yet.
Got it.
Or you get out of kindergarten, you're not ready for first grade. Something like that. It's one of those two.
Yeah.
And they put you in pre-K.
Interesting. Okay.
So I went to pre-K.
Nice. Good for you.
And then I was an advanced Rita.
Wow, I never got that.
Yeah. Well, dyslexia.
Yeah, but at the time in the 90s, they didn't know what that was, so I was
He's
just
dumb.
Yeah, I was just stupid.
Of course, at the same time, like I had so many hearing exams because I just wouldn't pay attention.
They're like,
And
you just must not be able to hear shit.
Yeah, then the teacher would be like, "Did you hear what I was saying?" I'm like, "No," and then they would give me hearing tests.
Had you just said yes, it would have all been fine.
I'm sure some of them were because I wanted to get out of class.
That makes sense.
But I was one of those kids that was like, and I don't want to pat myself on the back, but I was so advanced that I would get bored with what they were teaching and act up.
Yeah, I get that. I totally get that. Because, like, once you learn a subject, like, once you learn multiplication, you're like, all right, done with that shit.
Yeah.
I'm fucking bored now. Why are we doing this for 2 more weeks?
I would draw on my desk. I would draw on.
Yeah.
Like, I did a lot of drawing. I had magazines get taken.
Yeah. No, it's not Thunder.
Apparently, it's 3:20 a.m. in Britain. Because Chris messaged me back and said, this is most definitely the most random message I've ever received at 3:20 a.m.
He didn't deny it, did he? He didn't say, no, I'm not, did he? Give me that. Give me the letter. Celebrating.
All right. Well, we've been doing this for over an hour now, so.
Let's go to the Ark experience, honestly. That's fucking batshit crazy. The guy's nuts. I love it. I want to see dinosaurs on a boat. Sorry.
Can we live stream it?
Fuck yeah, we can.
Yes.
I'm gonna have you watch something after this, and you're gonna want to go as well.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna jump out of here, everybody. Thanks for listening. The Earth is round.
Social media. What is it?
It's a way for people to follow each other.
Oh, that's right. At Leal Legacy. At Rev the letter J. Leal. Leal.
At Nerd Cult Underground. At Off Brand FM.
Chris Wakefield's a flat earther.
Don't be like Chris Wakefield.
Nope.
Good night.